Hello! I did it! It makes me so happy. Like, just look at that! I love it so much. Update. Nothing is working like it's supposed to. I figured it out. Good morning. It is Monday, August 24th. It is the first day of my pre-planning week, so I am going to get ready and head to school. It's about 6:30 right now, and I'm pretty tired because I stayed up too late last night working on school stuff. So I'm a little tired, but that's okay. It's gonna be a good day, good week, good year. It's my motto. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. My shirt is a little bit wrinkly, and so I don't have time to steam it, so I'm gonna see if I can flat iron some wrinkles out real quick. All right, all my stuff is packed in the car. I've got my backpack with my laptop and camera and my clipboard and that kind of thing. And then I have some snacks. Some are refrigerated and then others are in a plastic bag that I bought at the store yesterday just to kind of stock up my fridge area for snacking and stuff. So I don't really want to go all the way down to the office to get a cart, so I think I'm just going to carry it because I think I can do it all in 2 trips. So I'm going to head to school and then we'll see from there. I need to go turn in a form to the office first thing this morning, and then we have a faculty meeting in about an hour, I think. So I'll see by the time I get to school and bring my stuff in what kind of time I have left. But I'm excited to take you guys along for the journey. All right, I made it to school, so I'm going to try to grab my things and head inside, hopefully in just 2 trips. It doesn't totally match, but oh well. Here we go.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights. Won't stop.
How is it so hot already? It's only like 8 a.m.
I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
It's so hot. Okay, I did 1 trip for now of my stuff, mostly just the food and like my backpack and water and stuff. So I think that I'm going to put away my refrigerated food. I'd like to wipe out my fridge first, but it's already been out of my fridge at home for a while now, like almost an hour. Sorry, I thought I heard someone coming, but I think I imagined it. So I think I'm just gonna put my food in there real quick because I already mentioned, but there's a form that I need to take to the front office first thing this morning. So I think I'm just gonna put my food away real quick for now, take the form, and then come back and maybe wipe down my fridge. So let's do that. I just got back from taking the form to the front office, and it was super quick because that was the only thing I was doing. So I don't know what time it is actually. I have about 15 minutes until our faculty meeting, and so I think I'm going to wipe down my fridge and then just wipe off my surfaces, my computer, my table, my desk. I don't think anyone has been in here since the last time that I was, but figure it's better to start with a clean slate. Then I'll clean up my fridge, and then it will probably be time to head down for the meeting.
Good morning, teachers. Welcome back. The faculty meeting at 9 o'clock is for all teachers in kindergarten through 3rd grade. And then the faculty meeting at 10 o'clock is for thank you, and we'll see you soon.
I just realized that my bananas and I match. Twins! All stocked up. So I like to just keep some crackers and easy snack type things in this drawer that's hard to pull out with one hand. I got this from Target last year, and then it is just sitting on top of my mini fridge. Last year I kept silverware in these, but I think that because it's exposed to open air, I'm not going to do that this year. So to be determined what those will be used for, but this is from Walmart, and then these are like 79 cents at IKEA. So yeah, I like to just kind of have an area of snacks that I can grab, especially since I'm going to be eating lunch in my classroom this year, since all of our faculty lounges and stuff are closed. So I'm glad that I'm all stocked up. So I'm going to finish cleaning off the table, wiping it, and then I need to head down to the faculty meeting. Alright, everything is all cleaned off, so that is good news. We have about 5 minutes now until the faculty meeting starts, so I think I'm just going to get my things together and go. I did buy myself some fresh flowers at the grocery store last night because I always love fresh flowers, but especially for the start of school, I just thought that that would be nice. I was going to say nice and inviting, but no one's coming in except for me because I'm teaching online. But I remember last year for my Meet the Teacher, my mom bought me some really pretty flowers that I was able to have out when the families were coming and going. Anyway, I bought myself some flowers because I think that they're pretty. So I don't have time to cut them and arrange and all of that right now. So for now, I'm just going to put them in some water and we will deal with that later. But I don't want them to die while I'm at my meeting. So I'm just going to set them here and hope that they don't fall. Yikes, they're gonna fall. Okay, I think they're good. So I'm gonna get my mask, my clipboard, and my pen, and then head down to our faculty meeting. I think that I'm going to plug in my camera battery while I'm in the meeting because I forgot to do that last night. So I'm gonna do that, get my stuff, and then go down to the cafeteria. I don't think I said this already, but our district has a rule right now that we have to have faculty meetings in person, and so my principal split us up into different sections kind of. So like the primary one is first thing this morning, which is the one I'm about to go to, and then other grades will be later on in the day. So that's how we can have less people in one space at a time, and it's going to be in the cafeteria so that we can space out. So I'm going to stop talking and go there. Catch up with you later. Hello, it is about 11:15, I think. We ended up having kind of an impromptu team meeting after the faculty meeting about schedules and stuff. So we have about 15 minutes until a local business is giving us lunch, and so usually in years past it's been buffet style, but they obviously can't do that. So from what we've been told, from some restaurant, I don't know even what kind of food it is, I don't know, but they have boxed up individual meals for us that we can just walk by the office and pick up. So that is at 11:30, and then we're going to have another team meeting at 12 where I kind of walk them through the canvas shell that I created for our kindergartners. So I think that I am going to package up some supplies that I needed to take home to put in my student supply bags, because I did not bring home quite enough last week. So like I have some pencils, #best pencils ever, but they are not sharpened, and so I think I'm gonna sharpen these, get my glue sticks, that kind of thing, dry erase markers. I feel like there's one other thing, I don't remember. So I think I'm gonna do that because that's a quick job that I can cross off, and then it will be about time for lunch, which is good because I am hungry. Now I just have to find my pencil sharpener. I don't know where I put it when I moved classrooms, so I'm gonna try to find that next. Got it! There's literally nothing better than a freshly sharpened Ticonderoga pencil! Just teacher things. I finished getting together all the supplies that I need to take home to finish up my kids' supply bags. Lunch is ready, and so I'm going to wash my hands, put my mask on, and then go eat before we have our next team meeting at 12 o'clock. It's about 11:30 right now, so I will see you guys later. Hello. I just got in from outside because I had a surprise visitor that was so sweet. So I have a family friend who volunteered in my classroom last year once a week and would just help read with kids and prep things for me, and it was just amazing to have her. And unfortunately we are not allowed to have any volunteers, parents, anything in the school building this year, which I understand, but it's still sad. But anyway, she texted me and said that she had something that she wanted to bring by school, so she drove by the front of school and I went outside to grab it from her. Let me show you. So sweet. So sweet. She got me a couple of new books to add to our classroom library, and then she brought me these beautiful flowers to put on my table this week, just to make me smile. So I went outside and grabbed these from her and was just chatting for a few minutes. So that is where I have been. Aren't they just so pretty? I love them. So what I was working on before, I'm just gonna sit on my table. So what I was working on before she got here was enrolling all of my students in our county password reset thing. You have to like put in their birthday and answer some questions, but it's so that they can recover their account if the password doesn't work and whatnot. And so usually the teachers enroll them at the beginning of the year, especially kindergarten. So I was working on that. It wasn't really working. I was able to get one done before she got here. So I'm gonna go try that again. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. Blue light glasses, check. These are in my Amazon storefront if you are interested in being twins with me, and I will put the link for them down in the description box too. They're about $10, but sometimes they go on sale for about $7, so I think they're pretty cute. Okay, now I'm gonna reset some passwords. Update, nothing is working like it's supposed to. 2 of them have worked so far. I'm following all the same steps for all of them, but I don't know what is not working. So I'm gonna keep at it, but I'm getting a little frustrated. I figured it out. And I wrote down the directions so that I can remember next year so I don't get frustrated like this. There were a couple of problems. I was copy and pasting things and it wanted me to like actually type in each letter. And then part of it, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to include the slashes in what I was typing or not. I wasn't, but I was supposed to. Anyway, figured it out. So now there's 3 that are not working, but I was able to change 24 of them. So 24 out of 27 is pretty good. So it is about 3:20 right now, and we only have to be here till 2, so I can leave anytime. But I like kind of the setup that I have. I know you can't really see it, and I'm not going to show you because I have stuff up on both of my computers right now. But it's kind of nice to work on 2 different screens. Also, side note, I requested dual monitors for my desktop, but they haven't brought the second one yet. So for now, I've got my school desktop and my laptop. And so it's kind of nice to be able to pull up things on both of them, and my desktop screen is just a lot bigger than my laptop, and so there's a couple other like lists and stuff that I want to make, and files and stuff, so I think I'm going to work on that. And then I have Meet the Teacher in the morning, and so I was thinking about what I want behind me, because for class I'm going to roll my table and do like reading and math and writing, but for Meet the Teacher I'm mostly just going to be right here. And I was like, oh, my camera almost just fell, but I got it. Is that better? Okay. So I was kind of thinking like, well, what would be a nice background to put behind me? And then I was like, well, what was my favorite part of my classroom last year? And it was my ombre word wall. And so as of right now, I'm not really planning to put that up because there's nowhere that I put it that the kids could see it. So I don't know. Let me show you. If I put it on this wall over here, I would get to look at it while I sit behind me at the computer, but the kids would not see it. And so I think that that is a little silly for right now anyway, when I don't really have time for that. But I already have, oh, and also all my paper from last year has magnets on it because it was on my whiteboard, and that doesn't obviously work on a wall. So I'm going to hold off on that for now, but I was thinking that I could put up just like a little ombre thing behind me. So I think that maybe is what I'm going to do next, and then I'm going to do a test Zoom call with my mom just to make sure that it's all working well. And I'm going to decide if I want to use my headset for Meet the Teacher tomorrow or not, because I want them to get used to seeing me with it, but I don't know. It's kind of not weird because I'm glad that I have it and I think that it will be useful for class, but I don't know if it's necessary for like the one-on-one call, you know. I'm also trying to decide if I should go ahead and wear my blue light glasses for Meet the Teacher, because I know it sounds silly, but kindergartners, like, they can't, most of them can't really understand yet that like this is Miss Ward and this is Miss Ward. It's just like with and without glasses that is confusing to them. And so I don't know, I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to want to be wearing these during most of the day during class times because I'm going to be on the computer all day. And so I'm kind of thinking about just wearing them from the get-go. We'll see. I'm going to decide tonight. Anyway, lots of talking, but I'm done with the passwords. Praise, hallelujah. And then I think I'm going to put up the background back here and then do a test Zoom call with my mom. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if I want to do the Zoom from my, it's echoing. Can you hear that? Can you hear it? But it's muted. Oh, got it. Okay, got it. It was echoing because I had not muted one of my computers. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to do my Zoom calls from my personal laptop or from my desktop. So basically my thought process right now is my personal laptop looks way better, like color is better, words are not reversed, they are correct to the viewer. So like if I were to hold up a sign of some kind, like they could read it, whereas on my school desktop everything is reversed and I don't know how to fix that. It may be a setting that I change, but so far I have not found it. and it's also, the school one is like way more zoomed in, and so my face is like this on it, and I would kind of prefer, you know, like this with background and me a little bit, but not like in your face. And so I don't know which one I want to use, because obviously the internet connection is more stable on the desktop than it is on the laptop, because it's like got an Ethernet cable to the desktop, but the laptop is on the Wi-Fi network. I don't know. I'm about to do the test Zoom call with my mom after I put up the blue background, but I'm just not sure what I want to do. Let me flip you around and show you the Zoom setup on both computers. Okay, so this one that I'm waving in right now is the school desktop, and it honestly looks better through my camera than it does on the webcam, but the lighting is not awesome. Like, it's fine, but it's not the best. Also, it's kind of like at a weird angle. Yikes. Oh, sorry. I wasn't even showing you. So it's kind of at a weird angle. I just am not too sure about it, and it's like super zoomed in. Let me show you the other one. Okay, so here it is on my laptop, and you can probably even see the difference. Like, this is the lighting on my desktop, and this is the lighting on the computer. You can see that sorry, that was confusing. They're both computers. This one that I'm waving in is the lighting on my laptop, and so I just am not sure. And you can see even like how much more zoomed in they are. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job at showing you what I'm talking about. So yeah, I don't know is my answer. But how about I just live on both? Does that work? So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put up the blue stuff behind me. Okay, there we go. There's a side by side. Okay, so now you can kind of see the lighting difference of the two. So I'm going to put up the blue background, and then we will see. So I'd kind of forgotten that I still had the word wall cards on here from last year, but they're just foam squares, so I think I'm going to take those off, and I'm not going to need the full 5 across and 5 down, so I'm just going to take off a few and then stick them up on the whiteboard, because they already have magnet tape on them, thank goodness. So now that I'm thinking about it, it might be a little weird to just have ombre behind me without the letters on it. I was kind of thinking it might be a little too busy, but I think it might look even more weird to just have the paper with like no explanation of its purpose, you know? I might leave the headers on and then take them off later if I decide that it's too busy. Because also I wasn't really thinking about that there's no sight words on it yet, so it's not gonna make it super busy, you know? So I don't know. I think that's my new plan of attack. Okay, new dilemma. So I thought that it would be maybe a good idea to go ahead and put them down this way before I like did all the rows, so I can make sure they fit. And surprise, they don't. So I still had one more color that needs to fit. And so I'm not really sure what to do. Let me show you a little closer. So this is what it looks like right now, which looks beautiful, but if I'm keeping the letters on there, the alphabet doesn't end at like letter P or wherever, you know. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I mean, I have room to go across one more, but that doesn't work with the color scheme. Maybe I could just combine some of these letters together and then only have 4 rows, because how many would that be? 6, 12, 24 instead of how many did I have? I don't like it when things don't work like I planned. Okay, I think I'm just gonna throw them up for now since they're on magnets. It's super easy, and then I'm gonna adjust from there, I think is my plan. Y'all, I feel so silly. So silly. Do any of you know the error that I just made? Like the glaringly obvious error that I just made? O does not in fact come down here. It comes after N. So I do have room to fit all of them. Thank goodness. Okay, let's do it. I did it! I did it, I did it, I did it! I forgot how much I love my ombre wall! Oh, it makes me so happy. Like, just look at that! How happy is that? I love it so much. I'm really glad that I decided to put it up. So I kind of threw them together quickly without spacing them very well. So I think I'm gonna adjust them a little bit and then put on the couple of labels that I took off the first few. I'm just so happy. How pretty is that? Isn't it so pretty? I love it. I just love it! Last year when I did this, I did like painter's tape crosses and all that to try to make it straight. I'm not doing that this time. I just am eyeballing it, and then if I decide that one of them is not right, then I'll fix it later. So I'm gonna see now what it looks like on Zoom with this as my background. Okay, so this one is my desktop computer, and it looks good. It just looks a little warped, almost like a fisheye lens a little bit. It's fine, but when I look at it in comparison to my laptop, I still really like my laptop a lot better. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, and then this is my laptop view. So it's a little straighter, a little clearer. I'm not sure. I'm gonna test call my mom and see what she thinks. So yeah, I don't know. How about I just do both? Does that work? When I move right now, is it delayed for you? Like I'm watching myself on the desktop and it's delayed from what I'm actually doing. So it's like in real time, not lagging. Okay, so kind of what I'm thinking is that I would like to do the calls from my laptop because things are not reversed, and in my opinion, it's like a better angle. So does this look okay as a background? Okay, I paused it for a second so I could go wash my hands before I opened the box. So this is some supplies that I ordered to send home with my kids, like erasers and expo markers and that kind of thing that I did not have enough of already. So I'm gonna open that up and then just make sure that I got everything, and then I'm actually taking it home so that my mom can finish packaging up my supplies. So yeah, oh dang it, there's something else in the office I was supposed to get. Okay, well maybe I'll swing back by there on my way out. Ugh. So almost everything from my order was in here. I think the only thing off the top of my head that I'm missing is some 12 by 18 black construction paper, which kind of stinks because I really needed that for a graph that I'm going to send home. And then I knew that my manila envelopes were not going to be in here because they're back ordered. So I knew about those, but I got the rest of the supplies like erasers and expo markers and sheet protectors and that kind of thing. So I think I'm going to take this out to my car and then get ready to head home because it is about 4:30 now, and I have more things I need to do, but I'm gonna do them at home just so I can be home and doing them. So yep, that's my plan. Alrighty, I really am gonna go home now. I finished going through the Office Depot box and all that stuff and packed up my personal backpack. So I've got my mask ready to go, and I think I'm gonna need to make 2 trips. But I'm pretty pleased with what I got done, so you can't really tell too much in the room, but this was the main accomplishment, and then some meetings that I had, and then just kind of figuring out this configuration. Yeah, so not really too much is different room-wise, but I just love, love, love the word wall. I think that it is so pretty and just such a good focal point in the room, and it will be a nice background. So I have more things to do, like I said, but I'm gonna go ahead and head home, and I need to be well rested for my Meet the Teacher that's tomorrow. I'm so excited, but it's tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching what I did today. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 25th. I am about to head inside. I got to school a little early this morning. We technically have to be here starting at 8, but it's about 7:45, 7:50 right now because I have my first round of Meet the Teacher calls today. So I have, I think, 12 as of last I checked before I left the house scheduled for this morning. So the first one is at 8:20, I believe. So I wanted to get here, get my computer set up, all that good stuff. So yeah, I woke up at like 5:30 this morning because I couldn't sleep because I was both excited and nervous, and I'm hoping that everything goes smoothly today. I'm really excited to meet my new kids. So yeah, I'm gonna head inside, get everything set up. Also, side note, I was trying to find lipstick at my house because, well, I couldn't find any because I haven't worn any in so long because I've been wearing masks all the time. But I want to look totally together and ready for them since I won't have a mask on for our Zoom call. And I could not find any because it's been so long since I wore it. So I think I have some in my room, so I'm gonna check for that. But okay, I'm gonna stop talking and go inside and get set up. Bye. I know you guys saw me put this up last week, but I ended up making a second sign that said I'm specifically doing Meet the Teacher calls and to please ask people not to interrupt. So I got that ready to go, and I double checked that my door is locked, so hopefully no one will come in and interrupt in the middle of a call. So this is my setup for this morning. I am not planning on using my desktop at all like we talked about yesterday. I'm just gonna leave it open with my email so that if anything pops up, I can see it. And then this, I'm not turning it around to show you, but it's a schedule of what time and which student and the parent's name. So I have 2 back-to-back starting in about 10 minutes, 15-minute break, and then 5 in a row, then a meeting in the cafeteria, then more later this afternoon. And then aside from the schedule page, I made a page for each of my kids where I wrote down their name, their time slot for today, their staggered start days for next week so that I can say, okay, I'll see you on Monday, August 31st at 9:30. And then some places for me to write down notes, so their preferred nickname and the pronunciation of it. Some interests, if their parents have filled out the student information interest form, like for example, they really like the movie Frozen, because I figured I could use that as a talking point. If conversation is kind of, there's a lull in it. And then I wrote down the parents' names and occupation, if they have a sibling, if they went to preschool and where, so I can say, have you ever been to school before? And that kind of thing. If they've signed up for Blooms yet, our parent communication app. And then I'm gonna ask them about their technology and if they have a device or if they need one, and if they have internet, and just kind of what the situation is. And then there was a place on one of the forms for them to fill out if they had any questions for me. And so if they did, I wrote that down here so I can make sure to address it. So I have one for each of the 12 students that I'm planning on doing today. And then I'm just gonna keep it right here next to me so that I can be writing while I'm talking to them. So yeah, I think that's it. I've got my water because I'm gonna be talking a lot. Also, it was very hard to pick an outfit for today because all my clothes are blue and I would have blended it into the background. So I tried to pick something that would have nice contrast, that had a little bit of a pattern. I'm still trying to decide if I want to go ahead and wear my blue light glasses or not so that they can get used to me in glasses. I don't know, I think I might pass for today, or maybe put them on in a little bit after a few appointments. Okay, I'm all done talking and I have about 8 minutes until my first one starts. So I'm just gonna make sure everything is ready in order and I will catch up with you guys later. Also, I brought fuzzy socks today because all of the classrooms have been a lot colder than usual. I thought it was just my new room is colder, but all the rooms that I was in yesterday were cold. And like, I'm already cold, my feet are cold. So I brought some fuzzy socks that I can wear under the table while I'm doing my meetings. Here we go. I'm about to start the meeting and eek! Okay, here we go. I'm pressing start. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. All right, they were in the waiting room. They're ready to go. Okay, here we go. Good morning. How are you guys this morning? Good, I'm good. It's so nice to meet you. Is pink your favorite color? I was wondering, since your shirt is pink, if that's your favorite color. Can you guess what my favorite color is? I'll give you a clue. My favorite color is anything that's blue. How do you say your last name? Okay, perfect. That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to make sure that I was saying it the right way. I just want you to know that I am committed to making this as normal of a kindergarten year as possible, and I love teaching and love kids. So I know it's a little bit different that we have to do it through the computer instead of in person, but I'm still so excited to get to know your whole family and just be supporting you in whatever way I can this year. You're welcome. It was so nice to meet you too. I'm going to do our I love you symbol. I know it's kind of hard to do with your fingers. It takes a little bit of practice, but oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Well, I am sending you some love and a big hug. Okay, first one is done. They were so sweet. The little girl was pretty shy, but excited, and both of the parents were there and the younger sister. She was so sweet and cute, so I'm really excited. Oh, that just, you saw, but I was smiling like the whole time. Oh, I love them. I'm just so excited. Now I'm just gonna make some notes on the sheet that I have for this student, just about some things that we talked about, because I know right now it's fresh in my brain, but after I've done 27 of these, it won't necessarily be as fresh in my brain. So I'm gonna write down what they were wearing. Like she was wearing a pink shirt, so that's gonna help remind me when I see that, remembering visually who she is. And then just some of the things that we talked about that are her favorites, like Frozen, and that she wants to dress up as Elsa for Halloween. So I'm gonna write down that stuff so that I can hopefully remember it and not forget. All right, I have about 3 minutes until call number 2. So I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. Okay, it is 9:10-ish, so I have about 10 more minutes until my next one, and then I have 5 in a row back to back to back with 5-minute breaks in between. And then I have a meeting after that for the digital teachers, and then more Meet the Teachers after that. The first 2 were super sweet, and I am so glad that I got to meet them. So yeah, they were super sweet, but it's been nice to have this like 20 minutes of downtime, and I was like replying to some emails and making some notes to myself and that kind of thing. So I'm appreciating this downtime. So I'm gonna do some work. Hello. Sorry that I did not get to record very much at all today. I had 12 Meet the Teacher appointments, and then I had several kind of surprise meetings that I was not planning on. So it ended up being a kind of busy day, which is totally fine, but I didn't really get to record anything. Meet the Teacher was so good. So good. The kids are, just so precious. I wanted to jump through the computer and hug them. They're so sweet. So tonight, I need to get our packet together of work and printables for the first 2 weeks because we have material pickup on Thursday. That's my plan for tonight. Yep. I will see you guys in the morning.